You've made it this far. You've got the idea. You've storyboarded. You've even written it out. Good job. Good job. Now, you go rewrite it. Because guess what? Now we're going to send it over to editing. The important part. This is a very important part. As an independent publisher, be prepared to pay for what you get. And I mean exactly that. If you're going to have a 50,000, 60,000 word manuscript that you want to be edited, God forbid, 100,000 word manual, maybe 100,000 words isn't so bad. However, I think it may be a little too long. The story better be hella captivating. Because I tell you what, Harry Potter's first book was about 50 to 60,000 words long. Possibly 70, no more than 70. Better be pretty good. But if you like this type of content where I like to discuss books, publishing, creating things, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you can be the first one to get my videos as soon as they drop. Now, back to what I'm saying, guys. My light novel is done. It's done. So, I started writing my novel in May of 2021. I got the idea. I started writing it. Had to pause because me and my wife decided to sell the house. We wanted to sell the house, which was a good idea. I don't regret not selling the house, but we decided to sell the house. So what we did was we had to prepare to get the house ready. All the madness that goes on into selling a home. I've done that. I've done it. I went through it. I had to get out of the house on the weekend so we can have people come visit. Luckily, the market was on fire in May, June, and July. So we only had to show the house for one weekend. Then we were homeless for a week because we couldn't close out on our new home for another week and a half. Actually, 2 weeks. We had 2 weeks before we can close out on our new home. So had to Airbnb, pretty much homeless. It was okay. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as it could have been because we could have been sleeping on somebody's couch or somebody's back room. It was a lot better than what it seemed at first. I kept writing, guys. I never stopped writing. I only wrote 2 chapters of while I was in the Airbnb. I tell you what, those were some of the best chapters of my book. You know why? I literally spent a week per chapter. Now you may be saying, "Oh wow, a week a chapter? That's pretty good." You know that if you write a 22 chapter book, that you can finish writing the book about 24 chapters about 6 months. That's not bad. However, when I started writing the book, I was on fire. Guys. I'm telling you, in May, when I started writing the book, I wrote the first 4 or 5. I wrote the first 5 chapters. I wrote chapter 6 and 7 inside the Airbnb. Pause. Took a small break. Bought my new home. We moved in, and we moved in July 9th. And I immediately, without wasting any time or energy, I went back to writing the book. Finished the book in September 20th. I finished the book in September. So I got with my editor. I found my editor. I'm gonna ask her if it's okay for me to incorporate her or leave a link. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind. But I'm gonna leave her information. If y'all want to reach out to her, she did a great job. She does good work. And she's fair. So I got the story to her. It was pretty much what I gave her was me telling the story to myself. So of course she went through the story. She's like, oh, Isaac, you have this and this is missing. You have this and this missing. So I'm like, huh? Yeah, this plot, there's a plot hole right here that's not connecting. Huh? Yeah, this and this, and you got to go back and do this because this shouldn't be here, and we got their clothes automatically change or suddenly changes. Huh? So yes, I was stumped, guys. I was stumped because I had to go back and do some heavy rewriting. She did what she did. I paid her to do this because I made a good story, but I wanted to make it great. And that's what an editor is there for. They're there to help you make your story great. So as I started rewriting the story, when I got the story back, she wrote this full-on report. Very detailed, to say the least. She did exactly what I paid her for, and that was to go and make me have to make it make sense. Because at the end of the day, this is going to be delivered to y'all, or the people, avid readers, customers. This is who this book is going to be delivered to. And when they get that book, I don't want them to read it and be like, something isn't adding up. Something isn't adding up. That's what I didn't want to happen. So quite naturally, I went back, read the story. Chapter 1 all the way through chapter 20. Read the story, took a deep breath. Read the report again. Okay, got it. So I went back and started to rewrite the story. Guys, I tell you what, when I got that book back, I didn't look at it for a week. I was completely unmotivated. Initially, when you finish a project such as a magnitude of writing a book, only to realize that it's not ready for publishing, it's disheartening because you spend a lot of time. It's demotivating, but however, I kept my motivation, I kept my drive, and I kept my passion because I like writing ultimately. And this is this is my first light novel. I haven't done anything differently because I've never done it before. So it was my first time actually writing a book. So what I did was, guys, I went back and I read the book slowly to understand, comprehend what it is I was trying to tell my readers. Even my wife, she went through the book and she saw things that she suggested. So we made those changes, gradually changes. I made one change, which I took a leap of faith on, and as I got towards the end of the book, it completely made sense. Now I'm glad I put that element in there because now the book is that much solid. The foundation is set, and I'm ready to deliver this book to you guys. So what I'm going to do is, here's what I'm going to do. I had a meeting with her today. We had an hour-long meeting, and I sent the book back to her. So I'm expecting that book to be back November 8th. Here's the important part. I need to have my query letter done, finished. So that way, as soon as I get my final draft back, I'm sending it out to agents, because I feel like after the first draft, then her putting her hands on it, she gave it her touch, and I got it back, third draft. Then now I'm getting it back to her, fourth final draft. Guys, I think the story is done at this point. I don't want anything other than to do with it other than to publish at this point. So there's two different ways that we're going to take. This is the part that you guys are here for, because you're thinking about publishing a book. You obviously want to publish a book. You have something that you have in mind. You have an idea, a story that the world needs to hear. Nope. Because you have a story that the world needs to hear, which is fine, because at the end of the day, no one can create that story like you will. That is special. Like a fingerprint. You can't see mine? There you go. That's how special a story is. Just like your thumb. It's yours Write it, share it with the world, guys. So back to what I was saying. We got two different ways. Two different ways we're gonna do this. We're either gonna go we're gonna go independent, publish, Amazon, KDP, Blurb, Barnes and Nobles, you name it. Or we go get an agent who would sponsor our book for us and who would push it for us. I would like to go the more agent route. And the reason why is this, because guys, understand this, supply chain. If you know anything about business, you know how hard it is to get us a decent supply chain going. Amazon takes care of that for you. You just have to do the math and the legwork as far as the marketing advertising, because you're it. If you publish on Amazon, you are fully independent. Anything you publish on Amazon is fully independent. You have to publish it, because you can publish it on Amazon, but no one will see the book. No one will see the book if you're not pushing it. You have to be your own guy. Don't be scared to pump yourself up. Don't be scared to advertise yourself, advertise your work. Even on Facebook, Amazon, Instagram, Twitter. Don't be scared to boost your own work. Because at the end of the day, when you're independent, that's what you're going to have to do. Don't just publish a book and think somebody's going to find it and like, oh, I found this book by so-and-so, no-name person, and oh, it was actually a good book, better than some of the mainstream books that I've read all year, right? Because we all know that there are some independent books that completely blow some of these mainstream books out of the water, just kind of like movies. Same thing like Hollywood movies. Some mainstream and Hollywood movies that were completely blown out by independent films. And that's the way it works, because at the end of the day, it's art. And Hollywood gets into the comfort zone. They get real comfortable recreating shit sorry, I can't cuss. They get comfortable recreating their ideas, regurgitating. Everything's being regurgitated in Hollywood right now. So do you think they want a breath of fresh air for originality? You better bet your brakes off your car they do. So keep writing, guys. Keep writing. Because at the end of the day, it's not him, it's not her that's going to stop you from writing your book. It's not it's not them. It's you. You the only one who can stop you from writing your book. You are the only one who can stop yourself from sharing your story to the world. You are the only one who's going to block your opportunities. So guys, if you like, if you're on Instagram, TikTok, make sure you follow me. It's by Isaac Lewis on Instagram and TikTok. Those are my handles. And laugh with me on TikTok. I'm a completely different character. I'm pretty much just how you just saw me now. But laugh with me. So until then, guys, I'll see you next time.